Welcome back to the Protodead podcast, where anything goes, but with a strong focus on music, movies, video games, and books, and basically any form of media that we like to be entertained by. Please forgive any background noise you may hear from our microphones, because we're family people, and we like to, have fun with our families, and our families like to make noise and shit. So I'm Protodead, your host, and today my guest is my second-born son. What do you go by these days? A can of Chef Boyardee, is that correct?
No, just call me Vincent.
Just call me Vincent. Can of Chef Boyardee. That was loud. What was that?
That was the Vine boom sound effect.
The Vine boom?
Yeah.
Vine was like the video. That was like the equivalent of TikTok 10 years ago, right?
Yeah.
You know any good Vines?
No, because I can't remember any.
I'm gonna turn you up just a little bit, unless you got your microphone hanging out away from your mouth. Where's your microphone at in relationship to the corner of your mouth? I've asked you a question 3 times now.
Ow. Ow. Ah. Oh, I died.
Hey.
Playing Half-Life 2.
Try not to be playing too many games. Let's focus on like having a kind of a serious. I mean, it doesn't have to be super serious, but out of respect to anybody who may listen, if you're sitting there distracted by video games, they may feel kind of like you're not paying them the attention that they really deserve. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. So, have you seen any good movies lately?
Minions: The Rise of Gru. No, wait, I haven't seen that movie. I've heard of it.
Oh, yeah.
I heard it was good.
I heard, yeah. Well, any animated movie's good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Any animated movie, like Cinderella.
And also they people were jokingly walking into theaters with suits and stuff to watch Minions: The Rise of Gru.
Oh, because it was like a formal occasion?
Because it was a meme. And they joked on it so hard that theaters actually banned them from walking in with suits on to watch Minions.
That seems stupid. Why would a theater ban any clientele that'd be willing to pay money?
Memes.
Yeah, the movie theater was like, hell no. Somebody dressing up formally is just not what we're about. We don't want their money. Ban them.
News.
The internet is a funny place.
Yeah.
So, have you ever Naruto ran before?
Just a little bit.
Yeah. I've been doing it a lot here lately. I fell over doing it. It was rough. So what'd you think of the Prey? We sat down and watched Prey the other day.
Yeah, like I literally just walked in and just sat down a part way through the movie.
Take us back. What was it like?
I mean, it was pretty cool. I mean, the Predator was a bit less scary.
Den.
In appearance.
Versus what? The original or what?
The original.
How many times?
With mask, he isn't that scary.
Okay, so were you scared by the original Predator?
I mean, a little bit.
When's the last time you watched Predator?
I have no idea.
Okay, cool. So you think this movie, maybe you're just a little older and maybe you're less scared by stuff like that?
Yeah.
You think that's part of it?
Yeah.
So when you were scared by the Predator with Arnold Schwarzenegger that came out in 1987...
I probably wasn't. I don't think I even watched The Predator from 1987.
I think you have. I don't know where else you'd be seeing the Predator other than clips on the internet from the various movies, I guess.
Or on YouTube.
Or on YouTube. Yeah, the internet or YouTube. There's 2 options.
both are basically the same thing.
Both are the same thing. I mean, philosophically, it depends on where you're standing, you know. From your side of the river, the river may look like it's flowing downstream, and from my side of the river, it may look like, you know, people are vegan. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that.
Me neither.
I smoke rocks.
I snort sawdust.
I snort sawdust. I wear my underwear inside out and backwards. So what'd you think about the chick, like, making a whip hatchet?
That was pretty clever.
Pretty clever. You think that'd work in real life?
Probably.
Yeah, it would probably totally work. I bet you I could butcher several head of cattle with a whip axe.
You want to try that out?
Yeah, I'm interested. I'd like to flint knap me up a axe blade that way, like old style. You know, like chiseling some stone down to a sharp point, refining the edge.
No.
You know, pressure flaking it down, flint knapping it, as it were. Opening up live human flesh with it later. What do you say? You in?
Yeah.
Yeah, you like killing people.
Yeah, I like killing people. I like putting holes in their skull.
I like laying people down.
By the way, the hole in the skull thing is real.
What do you mean?
Old cavemen or something used to shove carve holes in their skull to get the evil spirits away.
Yeah, yeah, because you know blood's bad for you, so you gotta get all that blood out.
Yeah, get all that blood out.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we've heard that that people used to do some brain surgery back in the day. I'm pretty sure it was rudimentary, and maybe those cave people didn't fully understand what it was that they were doing, but some people apparently back then really believed that it relieved some sort of pain. So
yeah,
they would fracture skulls and tear some chunks of skull out, huh?
Mm-hmm.
The headache's got to be pretty fucking bad for you to be like, yeah, hit me in the head with a rock over and over again and take some of my insides out, please. That'll solve my headache.
Yeah. Yeah, take some of my brain matter out.
Take some of my brain matter out. I don't even need it.
Give me that teacup full of brain.
Colonel, I have a really bad
Colonel.
headache.
Can you push at least one teacup of brain out of my head?
I don't know, Snake. It seems pretty brutal to be cracking your skull open and squeezing your brain out like a pimple.
I don't really care.
What'd you think about the girl power message of the movie, like where the female was the hero? Huh?
And all the men died.
And all the dudes died, yeah. All of the men died.
Yeah.
What'd you think about that?
I didn't really like it. I
Mm.
mean, yeah, like, women can also do stuff.
Yeah, I agree. I feel the same way.
Other than make me a sandwich.
Yeah. For some people may think that's chauvinistic. Can you spell chauvinistic?
No.
What specifically did you not like about the girl killing the predator?
The thing was actually pretty dumb.
Why?
I mean, like he would have seen, like, hey, where's the laser pointer?
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, where's the laser pointer? Oh, there it is.
Oh, look, I've walked in front of it. Yeah, I was thinking about that pretty hard, right? So, not spoiler alert. If you
Yeah,
haven't seen,
spoiler alert.
if you haven't seen Prey, the Predator dies at the end, and the
Yeah,
hero wins. Surprise.
the three people that haven't watched the movie.
Yeah. But the Predator, like, gets stuck in a bog and gets stuck in the mud, and his own weapon is turned against him by way of the protagonist setting the trap up hours earlier. So, in a wide open foresty mountain area, there's this one spot where there's some mud that goes up to chest level, I guess. And the hero of the show takes some looted weapon from the Predator from earlier in time and sets it up in such a way that it becomes a trap later. And the Predator walks right into the trap and gets stuck in the exact right spot. I mean, within a couple of inches, I would say. And then that's the only way the Predator is defeated. Is that a pretty accurate assessment of what happened?
Yeah, that's basically what happened.
Okay, so I thought about this quite a bit. Mr. Can of Spaghetti, Vincent.
Just call me Vincent. Come on.
Just call me Vincent.
Call me Vincent.
Call me Vincent.
Come on.
Okay, Vincent.
Yeah.
Consider this.
Consider the following.
Consider the following. One of the previous Predator movies, which sucked really, really bad because it was really, really stupid. That was the one where, like, autism is the future of humanity. The
Autism
Predator
is the future?
Yeah, autism is the future. That's the next step in our evolutionary progress. The Predator, I think, at one point, may not have been the main big bad Predator, but because there were several of them, but one of them blew his own head off with his own gun mounted to his own shoulder. So he, like, turned his head too far, cracked his neck because he's, like, spun around too fast, and then pulled the trigger and accidentally blew his head off. It's really stupid. So if somebody was willing to accept that as being dumb, then maybe at the end of this movie, Prey, you can accept too. I will go a step further and say, in the original with Arnold Schwarzenegger, that is beloved and held dear to the hearts of all the fans, I would have to say that it is eerily similar. Let me explain. Are you ready? At the end of the Predator, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, at the end of the Predator, Arnold Schwarzenegger set up a bunch of traps, right? Do you remember that? He's like painted himself with mud, and he's like got a torch into the night, and he's like, "Hurr!" And he calls for the Predator to come to him. Remember?
No, because I haven't watched the movie.
Okay, so he sets a bunch of traps up, right?
Yeah.
The majority of the traps we don't see the Predator ever interact with, I think, or you kind of get the gist because it's like a montage. You know what a montage is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then
I've seen plenty.
Have you seen montages of montages?
No.
Okay, that's something we can look at later. But so the Predator, Arnold Schwarzenegger, he takes his knife and his bows and arrows and other sharp, pungy stick sort of stuff, and he mounts them to a log that has fallen over a small ravine. Okay, you know what a ravine is?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of like a small ditch or whatever. And he puts all this spiky stuff down, and then he weaves himself some rope, not unlike the woman in Prey. She made the whip axe out of some rope she weaved. And then he attaches that rope to a counterweight that he heaves up into the trees, which is basically just a heavy piece of wood that when the trap is sprung, the counterweight will come down, the rope in turn gets tight, and the rope will push something up into the spikes that are in the bottom of the log in the ravine. Do you kind of have an idea of what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. So
it's kind of,
huh?
Is it kind of like those the cartoon where some with an anvil?
Yes. So like a bowling ball like rolls down a track, and then it hits a pan, and the pan strikes a match, and the match lights a candle, and the candle burns down, and I think they call
Rube Goldberg machine.
Rube Goldberg, that's it. You know exactly. Golly, it's like you watched the movie.
Golly, it's almost like I watched the movie.
It's like you were there when it was written. I think I might have been only 5 whenever it came out. or younger. Anyway, so the Predator at the end of the movie, the Predator's like, hey, Arnold Schwarzenegger, I'm going to mess you up. And Arnold Schwarzenegger's like, yeah, come get me. Fall into my trap that I set for you earlier. It's right here.
Come get some, old man.
Come get... The future is now, old man. And then the Predator's like, oh, wait a second. I see these knives and shit. You're trying to bait me into a trap, you sexy man whore. And then, so Arnold Schwarzenegger's like, oh, damn. You totally saw through my scheme, my ruse. And then the Predator like strolls out into the big middle of the jungle area next to adjacent trap. And he stands in the exact right 1 foot by 1 foot square that the counterweight is above. So Arnold Schwarzenegger triggers the trap, but the trap doesn't do what it's meant to do. Instead, the Predator he just so happened to be in the perfect spot to get crushed by the counterweight. That was not the actual trap, but the counterweight was the mechanical force necessary to spring the trap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So in the movie downplays this, so where the audience doesn't exactly catch what happened, but they just know that Arnold Schwarzenegger dropped a heavy log on the creature, and bam, the Predator's defeated. But when you sit there and think about it, and you say how the Predator in the original movie that we all love and enjoy, it's not so different, because the Predator had to, like, the plot made the Predator stand in the right spot for the counterweight to kill it. I know it didn't kill it, but almost kill it. Is that not so different from the movie Prey that we saw, where the Predator got stuck in the bog and just so happened in the right couple of inches for it to get its head blown off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That seems oddly convenient.
Oddly convenient for the plot, right?
Yeah.
You could almost say it's kind of lazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. How's it make you feel if somebody did a lazy on you?
Kind of angry, kind of mad.
Yeah, kind of dirty.
Bit,
Used. Are you playing video games?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to not do that.
Oh.
Are you on drugs?
No. Why do you say that?
Well, because you sound like you're on drugs right now.
No.
Are you on drugs?
No.
You'd tell me if you were, right?
I would. But I'm not.
You'd give me some if you had some, right?
Exactly. But I don't. Or do I?
Colonel, I need some hard drugs.
This is supposed to be
I'm way too sober.
This is supposed to be semi-serious, not like a YouTube video.
Okay, it's not a YouTube video. This isn't going to go on YouTube.
This is a podcast YouTube video, not just like a regular YouTube video.
Yes, it's not a regular YouTube video. It's an abnormal one. Okay, well, playing any good video games lately?
Yeah, Half-Life 2.
Okay, so tell me about Half-Life 2.
Half-Life 2 stars you, Gordon Freeman, the silent protagonist that everyone copies now, in like the future of humanity, where it's been taken over by an alien race called the Combine. And
okay.
Half-Life 2 is the sequel to Half-Life 1.
Oh, shit. Okay.
There's more than one game.
Oh, damn.
My god.
Is there a third one?
No, but there's 2 episodes. That's it.
And there's a Half-Life Alyx.
And also there's a really bad Hunt Down the Freeman that someone created.
Hunt Down the Freeman.
Hunt Down the Freeman, also known as the game that you don't see Freeman.
The Freeman. Okay, so how does the G-Man fit into all this?
I have no idea.
You don't even want to talk about
it. The G-Man kind of fits in as like some random silent other person
He's out
in
silent.
Half-Life 2. I mean, he isn't silent, but in Half-Life 2 he just doesn't speak.
Except for when he does speak.
Yeah. During the opening cutscene.
Wake up, Mr. Freeman.
Oh, and
Wait.
Half-Life 1. Spoilers for Half-Life 1. After you do the funny and kill the baby. Kill the giant baby.
Oh yeah, in the
Yeah,
what's it called? The
Nylanth.
Xylanth.
Nylan.
Yeah.
In the Zen place.
Zen, that's what I was trying to say. The Zen
Yeah.
place. And
you get summoned to this little cart with the G-Man. G-Man. I would play a sound effect, but it's too loud.
it is pretty loud.
Yeah. And he either gives you an option to go in a 30-year-ish hiatus, or go, a literal quote by G-Man, go into a battle you cannot win.
Oh. How interesting.
But the canonical ending for a Half-Life is that the canonical ending is that you take the 30-year hiatus, and then Half-Life 2,
You're frozen in carbonite.
basically.
You're like Han Solo.
Except now you're stuck in the void for like 30 years.
How come? I saw I played Half-Life 2 quite a bit. How come if it's been 30 years, all the characters don't seem 30 years older?
I mean, because most of them are probably dead.
Well, isn't Barney the security guard guy? Isn't he in the first one or no?
Yeah. Yeah, he is in the first one.
Okay.
Maybe he was like somewhere in the 20s.
Isn't he also in Blue Shift? So Half-Life Blue Shift.
Yeah.
He plays Barney, correct?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so maybe what happens is it's supposed to be a 30-year, kind of like Gilligan's Island. It was supposed to be a 3-hour tour, but they get stranded on an island for 17 years. So maybe in this case it was supposed to be a 30-year frozen in carbonite, but Leia and crew and Chewbacca and stuff comes by and thaws him out early. Maybe only 10 years into his prison sentence.
Due to the fact that the Combine invaded, which is again, I'm gonna re-say this, an alien race. Ooh, so scary.
I don't know if the Combine soldiers are aliens though. I think the Combine soldiers are humans.
I think
the Combine soldiers are recruited humans that would rather work for the people that are in power, even though they're oppressive, than be oppressed themselves.
No, the Combine are aliens.
The Combine are aliens, yeah, but the soldiers that you face, I think, that are wearing like the riot suits, I think all those guys are just humans.
I don't know, man.
Am I wrong?
I don't know. Anyway, so they invaded Earth for like no other reason other than invasion, I guess.
They just want to take Earth over.
I don't know. Species.
You brought it up.
I don't know, man. Anyways, the war lasted 7 hours.
Yeah, that's a pretty impressive part of the story, that we get invaded by aliens in the war. Our retaliation only lasts for 7 hours.
But then, instead of like the entire human race dying, some little fancy dude named Dr. Breen said, like, hey, instead of killing us, how about we just put us into labor? Good enough.
Yeah, so he decides that he's able to be a liaison between the alien oppressors and the subjugated human race.
He's kind of like now the leader-ish of the Combine.
I think he's like the human face of the Combine. He gets employed by them to continue to try to keep the peace with the humans. He's obviously a bad guy that needs to get taken out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Rut-Row, you get woken up from your couple of years sleep.
You become woke.
You become woke. And then you get teleported into a train. Half-Life 2.
Half-Life 2 style.
Half-Life 2 starts.
Yep. Pick up that can.
Throw the can at the person. Completely skip everything else. Crowbar.
Crowbar. Okay, so what about Roblox? Let's move away from Half-Life. Everybody knows Half-Life is revolutionary and completely changed the face of first-person shooter gaming with its physics and revolutionary puzzles and gameplay.
Yeah,
let's talk about Roblox.
Yeah.
So what the hell is Roblox?
It's kind of like a thing where like it powers imagination. It powers imagination in the wrong way, in every way possible.
Whoa.
Poor moderation is the only reason.
What?
Poor moderation. People get banned for saying gay. Well,
Dang.
people used to do that.
People used to say it, but now you get banned for it.
Well, now you don't.
Well, you can't say that no more.
Yeah, there's the filter system, which is supposed to filter out certain words that aren't child-friendly. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
And sometimes it just doesn't work. Like, yeah, it works sometimes. Like, it censors out swear words. But sometimes it just censors out the entire sentence when all you said was, "Hey, how are you?"
Okay. And
and also,
Mm-hmm.
there's also this marketplace where you
Yes.
can buy hats and stuff to make you look fancy. There's also these the creator marketplace where
Yes.
people can like share their creations with models and stuff.
Okay.
And when you type in box, there's a whole bunch of just random boxes that just say delete this box for a special surprise, and it's usually just NSFW.
What's NSFW?
Not safe for work.
Oh.
Or never safe from Waluigi.
Oh.
But both is fine.
Not safe for work. So you delete the box and what? Like a titty pops out or something?
Basically.
Yikes. This is supposed to be a kid's game, huh?
Yeah, Roblox Rule 34.
Uh-oh. I don't want
And if you don't know what Rule 34 is, you shouldn't know.
You shouldn't know. If you don't know what Rule 34 is, you haven't spent enough time on the internet.
I just killed a crow.
You're supposed to be focusing on my sultry voice.
I am. That's why I turned my game volume down to like nearly 0.
Okay, so what the hell are you doing in Roblox? So you play Roblox and basically it's Minecraft, right?
Well, I mean, there's Minecraft games on Roblox.
I don't get it. There's what?
Okay, Roblox is like a game inside a game.
So it's like Gameception.
Yeah. Roblox is a game where you search for games and you play said game.
Is it fun?
Yes. And people have gotten really creative with the stuff that they can get. Someone literally just made Doom.
They made the game Doom?
Well, they made Doom into a wave-based shooter on Roblox.
Okay.
And then I think that same person decided, let's make Doom Eternal into a PvP game on Roblox. And yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I need you to show me probably sometime soon what Roblox is and how to do it. Maybe I would like to play Roblox.
I don't know about that.
Why? No adults allowed?
I mean, adults are allowed, that you just get called a weirdo.
Oh. A pedo, maybe?
I don't know, man.
I don't know, man. I don't know all the technical terms, but you're a weirdo. Okay, well, I don't care about Roblox then. I mean, if your opinion is I shouldn't play with it, then
I mean, you can if you want.
no, I
I'm
don't
not
really
stopping
want to.
you.
I just wanted you to tell me about it.
Yeah. There's also these people that like to be called slenders, like Slender Man.
Are they like furries?
They are not like furries. They are incredibly weird. They're like the weird
Because
side of.
furries are tame and totally harmless,
It's
and
like
they're
the weird side
absolutely
of.
normal.
It's like if you take the weird side of the furry, strip the furry off of it, and give them a peg leg.
Oh,
I mean, I got an image. I got an image right here if you wanna see it.
yeah, I'll come by later and see it.
I mean, I can just DM you the image.
Yeah, just DM me the image real quick.
Alright.
Okay, fine. I'll look at it. Okay, so tell me more about Roblox. Why do the characters all look like blockheads? Why do they all look stupid?
Yeah, because that's the style.
Okay,
Some people
cool.
try to get creative by making high quality things.
Oh, okay. Is that the end of the conversation?
Yeah.
Okay,
End of
cool.
conversation.
End of conversation. Cool. So Infinite Pizza, you ever played that?
No, but I've seen some gameplay from you and other people.
Yeah, I thought about making a video about it, but of course the video would only have to be like 3 minutes long.
Due to the fact that that's all the game is. You just zoom into an infinite pizza.
Which is pretty fun when you're sitting there on hold, with AT&T,
Yeah.
trying to talk to them about the internet problem. Speaking of AT&T and internet problems and being on the phone, are you going to call them next time the internet goes down, or am I going to have to do it?
I don't know.
I think maybe you should call them and talk to them. You can be Mr. Lutz for a little while.
Sure, I guess.
Okay, cool. Well, then that's settled. Next time,
Yeah.
I'll give you the phone. Okay. So, read any good comic books lately?
I haven't been.
Comic books. Finn, comic books.
I've been reading comic books.
You ever read any books at all?
I read the book. Kind of forgot what it was.
That's amazing. So
Yeah.
you sing, right? You sing in school?
Yeah, I sing.
Okay.
Choir.
So why don't you explain to me what notes are?
Are you stupid?
Yes. Talk to me like I'm stupid.
Notes are pitch of what's supposed to be play. If low, that means it go like bah. But if it high, it be like bee.
Okay. So whenever somebody says, "Oh man, you got perfect pitch," what's that mean?
That means you're directly on tune.
Directly on tune. And how many notes are there? Is there an infinite amount of notes?
I mean,
Or is there only like 15 or 20?
12.
There's only 12
12.
notes?
Yeah.
Man. Good thing we got octaves, huh?
Yeah. There's only 12 notes.
Can you sing me a warm-up practice? Like, give me a little demonstration of what you do to warm your vocal cords up.
Yeah, we kind of do like a. There's this thing called the do re mi so fa mi re do. I kind of forgot about it.
Okay.
It's kind of like the pitch of notes,
Okay.
where the top is do and the bottom is do,
Yeah.
and supposedly the pitch goes on infinitely. And we kind of do like a little patterns, like, oh, this one first, that one, like first one, then the third one, then back to the second one.
No
It's
pressure.
like,
No pressure. Just do one.
yeah.
No big deal. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just show me.
Do, mi, re, fa, mi, so, fa, la, so. I immediately forgot the rest.
Okay.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. What's the highest note you can sing? Oh, wow. What is that?
I have no idea.
Is that like a C?
I have no idea.
Is it a homie G?
I don't know.
What's the lowest note you can sing?
Oh.
You cut out there. Do it again.
Oh.
Very good. So what's the difference between singing and just talking? Like there's got to be something different you do like inside your thoracic cavity. What do you do?
I don't know, man. I'm not a doctor. I don't know. I don't know how that stuff works.
Yeah, you don't push on a diaphragm, you don't tighten up your guts or anything.
I mean, I guess you like loosen or tighten them. I don't know.
So when you sing, it's just like when you're talking to somebody?
Yeah, it's kind of like talking to someone, except you have a different pitch.
Okay. So what you did just there though, you're like your cadence is different. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what actually makes like what crosses the mouth, the small mouth noises that we make to communicate? Where's the threshold where it's no longer that just the functionality of communication and it transitions into art, like singing the stuff?
I don't know.
I don't
I
know
have no
either.
idea.
A person could go mad thinking about it.
A person can go mad by thinking about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. All right. So, Rambo, oily or too oily?
Not oily enough.
Not oily enough.
Just kidding, he's oily enough.
He's pretty oily. Why do you think that Sylvester Stallone had all of his muscles all lubed up with baby oil before they, hit the record button on the camera?
I don't know.
Is it to make his abs glisten in the sun?
No, maybe it's because to like emphasize that it's like in a hot area.
To make him look sweaty?
Yeah.
So, like, have you noticed The Rock is always sweaty in all of his movies, too, that he's in?
Yeah.
What's The Rock's real name? Do you know?
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
You got it. Golly, how do you know this stuff?
I've been on the internet.
I feel like I'm talking to a younger me. I feel like I'm listening in a mirror right now. I'm listening in a mirror.
Yeah, I'm listening into a mirror.
Yeah. Hey, when you listen to a seashell and you put it up to your ear, you can hear the echo of the blood in your head. Isn't that cool?
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you like have really high blood pressure, it's like louder.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your favorite Rambo movie? Is it 1, 2, or 3?
I guess the second one.
That's the one where he goes to Vietnam?
Yeah, the second one, definitely.
Yeah. That's definitely the best. He had more oil, though, in Rambo 3. I like that. I think there's a universe out there that exists that I could have just like used him as a slip and slide.
Could have used him as a slip and slide. Bruh, he's gonna slide around like a penguin.
Like a penguin. A buttery flapjack.
Buttery flapjack.
Yeah. Hey, you listen to any music?
Yeah.
When's the last time you listened to any music?
Before we started recording this podcast.
What were you listening to? Tell me now.
I mean, the last song was a remaster from an already existing song.
Which was?
Shelter from the Storm by the Stupendium.
Link it in the Discord, that way I can hear it too.
Alright.
Any good?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It has visuals.
I like visuals. I'm a visual kind of guy.
Me too.
Yeah?
Visuals are cool.
Yeah, visuals are cool. What about that music? What is it? Everything and Nowhere at the End of Time. The Carekeeper.
Yeah, they have caretakers everywhere at the end of time.
Okay, why don't you tell me about that?
It's basically like the final moments of like dementia or something. It slowly goes through the stages. Like you remember, you still remember everything. Stage 1. But by the end, all it is just static, or just like white noise.
I'm barely coherent. It's like barely even music anymore. Like music is usually kind of it's like a repeating pattern that we could recognize. Maybe not pattern like a plaid checkered, jacket or something or whatever, but it does have a pattern, or at least the notes that go together, or the sounds that are next to each other seem to make some sort of cohesive sense. But in this, it becomes a jumbled mess to where it's a lot more like, it's more noise versus signal. So signal to noise ratio is all messed up. So it's more noise than it is music, which is what a deteriorating cognition is, when people have their higher brain function is completely shot, and they're basically just in a completely confused state and where nothing makes sense.
Yeah.
The end stages of dementia. Interesting stuff to listen to. What, 6 hours long, right?
Yeah, it's like 6 hours.
It's like 6 hours. Colonel.
Yeah, it can like break a mind. It can break your mind.
Listening to it. And it's called The Caretaker Everywhere at the End of Time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it starts out at the very beginning. It sounds like 1920s, like maybe ballroom or restaurant sort of background music.
Yeah.
Like something that you would imagine is on a record player or something.
Yeah.
And it's and then like it morphs slowly. There's like themes that are in the music where maybe the music will be playing, but it kind of feels weird, and it kind of doesn't actually, it's not on time really per se, and then it'll just cut off instead of it fading out, or like doing a thing where like music usually changes and then, something happens where you feel like there's a finality to the track.
Yeah, it just suddenly like cuts off in an echo.
It just cuts off. And then like the next track will start, and maybe it'll start like a beginning, but so it's like, it's indicating the idea that you just like somebody just lost all train of thought, and they don't know what the fuck's going on. And they try to formulate maybe a new idea going forward because they can't remember what they were doing before. And so there's like these special little nuggets like sprinkled in through the 6 hours where it's like that. Or you might hear a track 3 hours in where it's kind of discombobulated, mixed around, doesn't exactly, it sounds familiar, but it doesn't, it's all messed up. And then you go back and you listen to the whole 6 hours again, you realize, oh wait, that was at the beginning. The same track, almost the same sound, was the same music was at the beginning, but here it is 3.5 hours into the whole the whole thing, it crops up again, but it's something different. It's colored different. It's slower. You know, it's more haunting. There's more static and jumbled shit in the way that's confusing the sound.
Oh yeah, by the way, the first song that you hear when you first listen to it is literally just Heartaches.
What does that mean?
It's a song. Yeah, the first song is just like Heartaches, but slowed down and without the lyrics.
What's Heartaches?
The song?
Oh, I thought you were like I thought you were trying to say it was something that somebody would recognize from something else.
Yeah.
Oh. So what's Heartaches?
It's a song by Al Bowley. Bowly.
Is it an old song?
Yeah, it was first posted on July 28th, 2010.
Oh
on
my
YouTube.
gosh. When I say old, I mean like 1927.
Oh.
You say old and you mean 2010.
1931.
Oh, okay. So, that makes more sense, right?
Yeah.
1931. You said 2010.
Yeah, because
I think
that's
I was
when
closer.
That's when he was released on YouTube.
YouTube. So you son of a bitch lying to us again. You absolute. Where's the money, Lebowski? Where's the money, Lebowski?
Where's the money shit at?
Where's the fucking money shit at?
It's just around here somewhere.
So when's your next concert?
I have no idea.
You know, when you stand on the stage and sing.
Yeah, I know what a concert is.
Yeah, well, the audience may not know. That's why I clarified. You can't assume their intelligence, my friend.
I could probably assume they're intelligent because they're watching YouTube.
Yes. Can you assume their gender, though?
Most likely, some of them are male.
Some of them. Hopefully.
Most of the other ones are probably male. The 10% that watch your YouTube channel is probably my mom.
And she's a guy.
Yeah, she's a guy!
It's an inside joke.
Yeah. Just like how Dom said Megadeth sucks one time.
When did he say that?
I like during a dinner table.
That ain't good.
Like a Metallica sucks or something.
Well, you know, he's halfway right. Half of Metallica's music sucks, and about half of Megadeth's music sucks too.
And half of Megadeth's songs is Symphony of Destruction.
Yeah, that's pretty much all they did. They did a Symphony of Destruction, 4 albums in a row, 12 tracks on each album, all of them the exact same song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exact same song. No different.
No different. It was just like, let's play it again.
From the top.
From the top. Make it drop.
No.
That's some WAP.
You know what WAP means, right? Should I say it?
Is it? Golly, I'm trying to come up with something funny here. I can't come up with anything funny.
Leave your answers in the comments below. Yeah. Don't actually do that.
Yeah, whatever you think WAP is, put it in the comics.
I guess.
Before do that.
Tell you, before I tell you within the next 5 seconds. Wet ass pussy. That's what it means.
There you go. There you go, folks.
Yeah, that's what it means.
You thought you was going to be able to figure it out on your own, but no.
No. Unless you actually listen to it.
A can of Vincent spaghetti came to the rescue.
Yeah.
An absolute unit of a man. You still playing Half-Life 2?
Yeah.
Okay, are you playing some mods on there or what?
No, I'm just playing regular Half-Life 2.
Just playing through it again?
Yeah.
Cheating?
No, I'm not cheating.
Cheaters never prosper, you know that, right?
Yeah, cheaters never prosper.
Colonel, cheaters never prosper, isn't that right?
Infinite ammo.
I need a sniper rifle.
Otacon, what's among us? Well, you see, Snake, Among Us was just a funny joke. Ugh, my god. Sorry. Keep on burping because I keep on drinking Diet Pepsi.
Oh man, don't you like Diet Pepsi? It ain't good.
It's like Pepsi, but for diet.
But for diets. So me and your mom's been watching some Resident Evil new show.
Uh-huh.
And
Does it have anything?
Hmm?
Does it have anything to do with Resident Evil?
Yeah, it has something to do with Resident Evil. That's why it's called Resident Evil.
Unlike that Doom movie, which had nothing to do with Doom, it's just about women power.
Which Doom movie?
The Doom movie about the not Doom.
So there was Doom and then Doom Annihilation, I think.
I think it was Doom.
Are you talking about Doom that had Dwayne The Rock Johnson in it? And Carl Urban? Certainly not that one. I remember that one being really bad, but I don't remember there being the super woke like girl power.
I think it was just like a completely different type of Doom movie.
Oh well, maybe it was a fan.
I think it was just a conveniently name called Doom.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember. What?
I mean, my brother said that it had nothing to do with Doom, and that's correct. But it's just so conveniently called Doom.
Interesting. I like that. Anyway, Resident Evil sucks. It's pretty dumb. They could have done some pretty cool stuff, but instead they chose to make a stupid show.
Yeah, one of the things I saw,
Mm-hmm.
one of the little clips I saw when walking to the kitchen was what seems to be like two characters having a little conversation, you know?
Yeah, I know that. That happens a lot in shows.
Yeah. Yeah, it usually happens.
Usually.
And one of the people sounded very similar to Sir Hammerlock from the Borderlands series. Specifically the 3 games.
Quickly, you must kill the Bullymong.
Bonafide.
We'll call it Bonafarts.
I don't care anymore.
I'm
not really cheating in Half-Life 2. I'm more or less just like abusing the game's engine to my power.
Does it need more discipline?
I'm just abusing Half-Life 2's the source engine for my own gain.
The source engine.
Because there's this prop file glitch where if you stand on an object next to a wall and spam space and E on it, you'll start flying.
Oh, so
it's kind of hard to do it.
You flying across a map?
Yeah, basically. It's really it's kind of situational, but what's less situational is the thing called it's basically the Super Mario 64 version of the backwards long jump. Half-Life 2 version.
The backwards long jump is super important. It speeds you up.
Yeah. Yeah, it speeds you up to supersonic speeds. It basically helps you like skip a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And if you hit like something like a if you hit something like a little ramp you get launched into the air, most likely dying,
Nice.
and you'll probably have to play the second half of that, of City 17 again. The other chapter, not the beginning.
What's your favorite video game?
I don't know, man.
Come on, dude.
I have a bunch of games.
Yeah, I mean, don't think about it too hard.
I guess like the games that are run on the Source engine.
You like those the best?
Yeah, like Half-Life 2, Team Fortress 2, Portal 2. The other games that start with 2 that also use the Source engine.
Like Splatoon 2.
2. the one, the Source engine.
I don't think that game is on the Source engine. I don't have any idea.
It's not on the Source engine.
Nobody knows.
It's a third-person game where you shoot people with ink.
Nobody knows that, though.
Everybody knows that.
Nobody does.
Nobody knows.
Until you just told them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay, cool. So what do you think about your brother learning how to drive the car?
Very, very good.
You think that's very good that he's learning how to drive the vehicle?
Yeah.
Cool. That's all you got to say about that?
Yeah, it's just very cool.
Okay. You want to ride in the back with us the next time we go out for a training?
Sure, I guess.
You feel like being scared of your brother's driving?
Yeah, scared to death.
It'd be like riding on a roller coaster.
Yeah, riding on a roller coaster.
With no safety belt.
Yeah, with no
no septic belt.
Yeah, no septic belt.
Ugh, nasty. Sewage.
Ugh.
Ugh. Otacon. Gross. Okay, fine. So it's been cool.
Yeah.
Thank you for taking the time out of your day to talk to me about Roblox and, watching the Prey movie and stuff.
Alright.
Well, cool. I'm going to grab your brother and maybe we go drive around real quick before I start making dinner. How about that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So everybody, this has been Vincent. If you like this podcast, then give me a like. If you dislike it, then, let me know with the thumbs down button. Subscribe for future content, or whatever. Leave a comment down below. It's probably a lot cooler than not leaving a comment down below. Anyway, this is Protodead, and I'll catch you on the phone.
Alright, bye.
Fucking bye, everybody.
Bye.
See ya.
See ya.
Bye-bye. Hasta luego. I think I'm gonna have to go in there and edit that down a little bit.
I'm sorry.
Why is that so loud?
I can turn it down. Is that good?
Yeah, that was good. You got another sound effect for me? It's like the Taco Bell.
It is the Taco Bell.
Oh, is there another famous one? Let's see if I can guess it. I don't know what that is.
This is the Vine Boom.
Yeah, you told me that in the beginning. It's something different.
Yeah. Oh, wrong one. Give me a second. Give me a second.
No, I won't give you a second. Yeah, Looney Tunes. Oh, I wanted to say real quick.
Yeah.
When we were talking about Prey earlier, I meant to say I really hated the rattlesnake scene. Do you remember the rattlesnake scene? Where the dead body jumped and she was like...
What'd you say about the rattlesnake scene?
I said I hated it. It pissed me off.
Alright.
Yeah. Do you know why?
No.
Because like we've established that rattlesnakes can move, and probably all snakes. Okay. We've established Like, we know, me and you, right?
Yes, we know.
We're familiar with the idea that you could chop a snake's head off and maybe even rip its skin off its body, and it'll still move around and kind of behave in a snake-like way, right?
Yeah.
Right. So we know that for a fact because I have a video, right, of a rattlesnake that had its head cut off and moved around and stuff. Anyway, so in the movie that happens, and I was like, well, hey, cool, I'm glad that they're showing that in the movie. But then they show the skeleton up in the tree, which doesn't make any sense. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like in the movie Prey, she's like, what could possibly skin a rattlesnake like that? Holy moly, like that's a big deal. Because this skinned rattlesnake that should be dead moves and startles them. They're like, oh shit, it's a rattlesnake. But then they're like, oh, it's harmless because it's almost dead. Should be dead. It's a dead body, whatever. But the snake can't move that way unless its muscles are attached to the skeletal structure that gives it form. I mean, if it's just a pile of muscles there, then they're just going to contract and twitch.
And it can't jump out at you.
And it can't move like that. They would just be, it'd be like spaghetti noodles that are shrinking and contracting.
Yeah.
So
just like Chef Boyardee.
Just like a can of Chef Boyardee. So
beefaroni.
They establish this snake is dead, or quote unquote what we would think is being dead skinned, and it moves and it jumps and startles the audience and startles them, and they're like, "Oh shit! Look at this dead snake! And how's it moving around? Oh my gosh!
Oh my god!"
And then the camera zooms out and it focuses in on the thing up in the tree that she looks up and sees, and it's the skeleton of that rattlesnake. Which the skeleton can't both be on the ground and up in the tree at the same time. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And that's the thing
unless the Predator put it there.
Yeah, but the Predator can't, teleport the skeleton out of the dead snake body from 1 second to the next off of the ground into the tree. That's ridiculous. It's just stupid. It's just really dumb, and I don't understand why they did that. Anywho, that's it.
Yeah. Alright, bye.
Okay, fine, bye.